I've seen so many print-on-demand challenge videos recently showing that you can easily make thousands of dollars a month with no inventory. If print-on-demand is so lucrative, why don't we see people running these stores for a longer period of time? I ask this question because it makes it seem like print-on-demand isn't a long-term solution, but I'm here to change that. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Meg, and I'm here to show you that print-on-demand isn't dead. In fact, it's my livelihood. I'm not making money anywhere else besides running this store. In July of 2023, I started this print-on-demand t-shirt store, and I'm actually doing a long-term challenge to see if I can make $100,000 of profit on this store before January 31st of 2024. Now, today is November 19th, which means I have exactly 73 days left to make this remaining $39,067.38 in profit from selling t-shirts before my January 31st deadline, or I fail this challenge. In this video, I'm going to go over how I've run this store this past week. We'll dive into what went well, what went completely wrong, and if you stick around to the end, I'll even show you the analytics and we can see if I made any profit at all this week. I'm jamming a lot into this video, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Now, let me give you a quick overview of how my business works. As I said before, I'm running a print-on-demand Shopify t-shirt store. This means I made a site using Shopify as my website host, and I fulfill all of my orders with the help from Printify. I drive the majority of my traffic from Facebook ads, I would say probably 80% or so. In really simple terms, I simply make ads that I show on Facebook. If a customer likes it and sees it, they will then click on the ad that will take them to my store. From there, I have to have a site that's fast, looks nice, and looks legit, meaning it doesn't look like some shady website where they're just basically handing over money and getting nothing in return. The customer needs to then check out on my Shopify store, and from there, the order gets sent to Printify, where they will produce, print, and ship my shirt for me. I'm essentially a glorified middleman that never actually touches a product. Now, there's more to it, but that is the easiest way to break down my business plan for someone new to understand. So using this business model as the heart and soul of my business, here is what went really well this past week of November 12th through November 18th. So as you can see, for November 12th through November 18th, we did $33,057.39 in revenue, a 1% decrease from the previous week. Now, on the plus side, we had $43.48 average order value, which is up 1% over the previous week. Our online store sessions did take a 9% decrease, which isn't great because we were spending more money on ads. But as you can see, our online store conversion rate was a 2.94%, which again was our positive for this week. We're finally trending in the right direction, moving closer to that 3, hopefully 4%. We had a total of 685 orders, down 3% over the previous week. We had 10% of our customers returning to the store, which was probably due to sending some email campaigns using Klaviyo. Taking a look at the profit and loss sheet, this is where we track all of our income that is coming in from the store, as well as all the costs that come with running a print-on-demand store. Now, a lot of people will just show you the income. They'll simply show you the revenue. They don't actually show you all the different costs that come in when running a store. As far as income goes, our total sales, meaning total revenue, was $33,057.39. Now, we also get a 5% printer rebate. This is from Printify. At the end of the month, they will give us 5% back of our production cost and any taxes that we had to pay through Printify. Now, we get this 5% rebate because we sell so many t-shirts. And if you don't believe me, I will show you that we have spent well over $1 million on cost of goods with Printify, which is just absolutely insane. Now, another area of income for our store comes from our 2% cashback credit card. Everything that we can possibly put on this credit card is there. From our ad spend to our cost of goods to the subscriptions for the store, we will put everything on the credit card that we absolutely can put on the credit card. Now, we always pay the credit card off don't go and run up a credit card that you can't pay off. But we get a nice $527.56 this week from the 2% cash back for a total of $34,132.65 in revenue. So we get a nice $34,132.65 in total income from this store. Now we have to deduct out the costs of running this store. Our printer invoice, or our cost of goods, basically our t-shirts, the shipping, any taxes that we need to pay on it. This is what Printify bills us. We were billed $14,605.26 in cost of goods. And as you can see over here, it is almost 43% of our total income. So cost of goods is going to be our largest expense for running a print-on-demand store, which makes sense. We're selling t-shirts. It probably, with the shipping, with producing the shirt, it should be your most expensive part for your business. Now, our second most costly area for the business is our advertising, because we spend money on Facebook to drive traffic to our site. If you're not driving traffic, whether it be organically or through ads, chances are no one is finding your site. So we use Facebook advertising to get people to the site. And with that, we spent $11,163.68 in total ad spend for this week. As you can see right here, $11,163.68. We ran at a 2.19 ROAS, which we always want to be above 2%. That for us is profitable. So we had a total of 62 cents per action, which is expensive. It makes sense. Q4 is going to be the most expensive time to run ads because of Black Friday. Now, back to the profit and loss sheet. Our Google ad spend was $609 for the week. We made $1,200 back off of this, so running pretty profitably, just definitely not up to the point where we're running with Facebook ads. Now, we don't spend anything on TikTok at the moment, but we do plan on doing so, and we are left with our merchant fees. Now, merchant fees are from Shopify and PayPal because we use them as our processors. So because we use their platform, they make money off of giving us fees. So our fees to them for the week was $1,333.70 for a total cost of $27,711.64. We'll deduct out $588 for overhead expenses. This is for employees. This is subscriptions to Shopify, other apps that we use, basically things that are recurring month over month and relatively cost the same every single month. We'll add that up and just divide that by the 4 weeks to get the total expense for the week, for a total net profit of $5,833.01, or a 17.65% profit margin, which is pretty decent. $5,000 for the week is pretty good to me. It was more than I was ever making nursing wise, so I would definitely say this was a solid week. Now, in terms of this challenge, let's break down how much I've actually made up until this point and how much I need to continue to make in order to reach my goal of $100,000 in my bank account by January 31st. Starting with $100,000, let's subtract out the $67,026.02 in what I've already made so far, which leaves us with $32,973.98 left to make. We'll deduct out this $5,833.01 for a total of $27,140.97 that I still need to make by January 31st in order to complete this challenge. So if you're wondering how much I've made now since July, that number is now $72,859.03. That is not too shabby for basically 4.5 months of running a print-on-demand store. So we are definitely trending in the right direction, and I think there's a really good chance that we are going to hit this goal by January 31st. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see if I'm able to make $100,000 before January 31st, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and remember to turn on notifications. That way you get updated for every time a new challenge video is posted. Thank you for watching.